And the crisis of teacher shortage in junior secondary schools took center stage in the National Assembly on Wednesday afternoon as Education Cabinet Secretary Julius Migos Ogamba fielded questions from members of Parliament. Lawmakers are demanding clarity on teacher recruitment and funding delays that continue to affect learners across the country.
A silent crisis continues to brew in the country's junior secondary schools, a critical shortage of teachers. Appearing before the National Assembly on Wednesday, Education Cabinet Secretary Julius Migos admitted that while efforts have been made, many schools are still grappling with limited staff, some relying on as few as 2 or 3 teachers.
It's true that there, and I've indicated it, that we do not have the optimal number of teachers in each school. So we are making do with the number that we have. But in 2025, for example, the teacher shortage stands at 98,461 teachers.
He added that the ministry is working closely with the Teacher Service Commission to retool existing teachers to better support the junior secondary school curriculum,
so that they are able to teach the subjects and they're able to meet the requirements of the students as we work towards employing more to ensure that we have enough. That's why we said we have employed 76,000 teachers in the last 1 or 2 years, and we continue making efforts to employ more depending on availability of budget.
But MPs pressed further, raising concerns over the issuance of employment letters allegedly involving members of Parliament.
To clarify, because it's been out there, the public believes that members of this House are the ones that are recruiting teachers for Teacher Service Commission. I would like him to clarify whether it is members that are recruiting or is the Teacher Service Commission that is recruiting teachers in Kenya.
Mr. Speaker, as far as I know, TSC recruits teachers for the ministry. The teachers are not recruited by members of Parliament.
Away from staffing concerns, the lawmakers also flagged cases of students being sent home for lack of school fees and delays in capitation.
Your plan in assuring that we do not have some students in Kenya who are always thrown out of class for lacking fees.
The head teachers are not allowed to send students home for lack of fees because secondary and primary schools is funded by the government, unless it is the portion that relates to boarding that the parents pay. And we normally work very closely with the Ministry of Treasury to ensure that the capitation is released on time. Last September, it was released 2 days before opening, so we did not have that challenge. But in January, there was a bit of a challenge. We had to do it even in installments. For the second term that is coming, we are already engaging with the Treasury, including this morning we had a meeting with Treasury to try and negotiate with them to ensure that we receive the capitation before the schools open.
Meanwhile, in the Senate, Environment Cabinet Secretary Deborah Mulongo has dismissed reports of illegal logging in public forests. She said a multi-agency task force is already in place to clamp down on illegal logging and charcoal trade.
Forest officers and cadets has been a game changer, achieving a significant reduction in illegal forest activities which contribute to deforestation. The ministry again deployed a multi-agency security team to enforce and eradicate illegal logging and charcoal production. These enhanced surveillance and patrols. KFS has intensified surveillance efforts, including aerial monitoring and ground patrols, to deter illegal activities. These measures have contributed to a reduction in illegal logging and charcoal production.
Kamchemenza for Prime Edition.